Hey guys, welcome back. Today is the first episode of Exrsevens Dojo. I don't know if that's going to be the name for it permanently, but you know, right now I'm sort of naming it, so I'm going to just heal. So, basically what we're doing here is we basically teach you how to do different sword stuff, like for example, fencing, like rapiers, sabers, or saberist, I guess. We got a long sword. Now, obviously, we can get different weapons whenever we want. And then we got a javelin. So I'm not good at like switching the grip on my weapons. And right now, no, we're not going to be teaching reverse grip. Not only is it not really that practical, we're not going to be teaching it. Boy, get this JoJo anime thing out of here. I don't hate the anime, I've never watched it. I like the mod. That's not what we're doing today. So, today we're going to be spawning in some people to train with. But, before we spar with that guy, he doesn't have a sword. So first, we're going to be getting our weapons. And today's first episode, the weapon we're going to be using, the Great Sword. Now, the Great Sword, it's not that good. I mean, it does have a long, you know, like, thing. I forgot what it's called. It is pretty long. It's pretty good. I can't really see it being that good in combat, but hey, we can try. Also, if you want to know what fit we're rocking, the fit we're rocking today is, hello? This is the fit. So we're going to be showing you guys how to use swords properly. Let's go. So the Great Sword's kind of like the long sword, but it's different. It has a bigger body and a bigger thing here. Cross guard, I think. Or guard. So first thing we're going to be learning is parrying. Now, when you see an enemy coming in for an attack, you want to parry it. Now, whenever you like see or hear about or whatever, those swords clashing together, it's most likely a parry. Don't know what else it would be. Now, in sword play, you know, you don't want to aim for their weapon. You don't want to try and, hey, let me swing at your sword. No, you want to try and hit the person, but if you have to, you can block with your sword, which is called a parry. A parry is when you block a hit. Also, another reason you would want to hit somebody's weapon, like a sword, is if you want to disable that hand. So, for example, say I was to stab him in the hand, that would disable him being able to use that sword in that hand. And most people aren't good at, like, using swords in their left and right hand. Most people, like, when they use a sword, say, for example, in their right hand, that means they're most likely only good at using a sword in that right hand, which is their dominant hand. So if you're able to disable that hand and strike at it, and you can disable them from using their sword, which, I mean, it kind of does sound like cowards play, but when it's a fight to the death, I mean, duels usually don't go to the death, it's first to shed blood, but, like, if you're fighting to the death or something, I mean, do you really care about fair play? Did I really knock him down like that? Ow! I don't know how I'm getting that hurt. I have metal armor on. So, again, you want to practice your parries. Now, when you're parrying, you want to make sure you can actually, block the hit from hitting you. You don't just want to clash with your swords. That's not parrying. Parrying is when, if you're using swords, like you're having a swords fight, if you're having a sword fight and you're parrying, you're stopping their sword from hitting you by using your sword. Not the best at parrying. Oops. So yeah, let's spawn. Oh yeah, fighting multiple enemies, like more than one enemy at once. Okay, one of these guys has a mace. of some sort. And that guy has what seems to be a riding sword. So I think I can manage this. Or maybe it's a short sword. I can't tell. I think that's a short sword. Now, when fighting multiple people, there's some things you want to take into consideration. For example, are they good at fighting together? Will they accidentally hit each other? And are they good at combat? Those aren't the only things you want to take into consideration. You don't always have to be a good sword fighter. But some things sometimes you want to do is if they're teaming on you, like 2 people at once, they're not always going to be able to block each other's, like they're not going to be able to block for each other. So say I'm fighting this guy and then by surprise, I surprise attack his friend. He won't be able to parry for his friend. And it'll be a surprise since his friend thinks I'm attacking his friend. And then he won't be able to parry 100% of the time. Buddy? Hey, did you tap out that easily? So yeah, that's parrying. I want to add a bonus segment of this first episode, since it's the first episode. Where's my falchion? There it is. Alrighty. That was the first episode of Exrsevens Dojo. I don't know if I'm going to be renaming it. But basically, I just fight in a dojo and I show you guys how to do swords play and stuff. Also, a thing you can do is, if you're using a sword like this, riding sword, you can see it's one-handed. Switching the grip isn't really practical. But if you're in like a video game or something, I guess you could switch it. Like, say for example, and you don't want to go like this because then you'll be like vulnerable here, like if you go like this, you'll be this whole area will be vulnerable. So what you can do is you can go switch grip, and then if somebody goes to hit you, you could block them, and you could go like but obviously you're not gonna have that much reaction speed in like an actual fight. Most probably in a duel you can, but it's something good to know if you're that good and you're able to do it. So yeah, basically it. Also, I want to show you something. A good thing you can do if you need to with a one-handed sword is you can do this. You can have one hand grab the blade. So say I'm like it's getting annoying. Like then I'm not able to penetrate his armor. 2 hands. And not armor. Boy! Get on the ground. He died, but basically like this. Why is leather so hard to penetrate? There we go. Leather should not be that hard to penetrate. Alright, well guys, that will be it for today. See you guys next time in the next class. Oh, give me my sword back. It's not like originally my sword, but I need to shut this door. Bruh. Never mind, I wasn't trying to do a fancy shut. Anyways, see you guys.